We'll find out what CAF is up to in the world of sports with Baron Tony Ranta.
Thank you, Melinda, and welcome to Sports News. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has selected 32 match officials to officiate matches at next month's African Nations Championship in Morocco, with Nigerian referees missing from the list. The list is made up of 16 referees and 16 assistant referees, representing 27 members associations. The CAF Referees Committee also selected 7 match officials to operate as video assistant referees, which will debut on the continent at the tournament. The 5th edition of the tournament, designed exclusively for footballers playing the domestic leagues, will be held from January the 13th through to February the 4th, 2018, in the Moroccan cities of Casablanca, Marrakech, Tangier, and Agadir. And elsewhere, Harry Kane has grabbed another hat-trick and broken the English Premier League record for the most goals scored in a calendar year, as Tottenham thrashed Southampton 5-2 in an early Boxing Day clash at Wembley. The Spurs and England striker headed home his 37th league goal of the 2017 on 22 minutes to surpass Alan Shearer's landmark, which was set during his time at Blackburn in 1995. Kane then added 2 more either side of half-time to bring his total for the year for both club and country to 56, 2 more than Barcelona and Argentina striker Lionel Messi. Before Kane's third, Dele Alli had made it 3-0 on 49 minutes, before setting up Son Heung-min 2 minutes later, who powered a confident finish past Fraser Forster. Meanwhile, in other English Premier League Boxing Day fixtures, Bournemouth and West Ham United played out a 3-3 draw. Chelsea recorded a 6th straight home win thanks to goals from Alvaro Morata and Marcos Alonso, as an improved second-half display proved too much for Brighton at Stamford Bridge, while Stoke City and Huddersfield Town played a 1-1 draw. Jesse Lingard's stoppage-time strike ended Burnley a famous win at Old Trafford, but it could not stop Manchester United's fading title hopes from suffering another blow. Jose Mourinho's side are 12 points behind Premier League leaders Manchester City, who played Newcastle on Wednesday. Watford beat Leicester City 2-1, while West Brom and Everton played a goalless draw. And former Peru Football Federation President Manuel Burga was today found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy by a U.S. jury in New York. Burga was charged along with the former president of the South American football governing body, Juan Angel Laporte, and 2 others for taking bribes in exchange for the award of valuable marketing and media rights to international football matches. Burga's lawyer, Bruce Udolph, said the verdict was the right thing to do, but that he expected Burga to be found guilty because the question posed by the jury suggested it was siding with the prosecutors. Well, that's it on Sports News for tonight. I'm Baron Tony Ranta, and Melinda will be back with a wrap.
Thank you, Baron. Liberians have gone to the polls to choose a new president in a runoff vote between Vice President Joseph Boakai and former international footballer George Weah. 51-year-old Weah won the first round but did not get the required 50% of the vote for an outright victory. Legal challenges delayed the vote to replace Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first elected female president in a country which has not had a smooth transfer of power in over 70 years.
Polls opened this morning in the presidential election runoff, with fewer voters waiting in line than in the first round. Hundreds of people queued up hours before the opening of the poll stations in the capital on October 10th in the first round. But the case is different today, as fewer voters take turns to cast their votes.
The process is going on smooth this morning, and I hope that everything will go well this morning.
Good morning, Joseph Boakai.
The voters will choose between Joseph Boakai, the vice president who has been in government for 12 years, and former soccer star George Weah, who comfortably beats President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's son, Robert, in the senatorial election in 2014.
It's a great day because it's a test of democracy. We went in one time, there were 20 of us. Now we reduced to 2. We have delayed, we've gone through the good process. This is what the process has produced, and we're willing to live with it.
I'm not associated with losing. So this victory is certain, and I'm going to win. Boakai cannot win, or George Weah. Ellen Johnson won because she's an exceptional case. And what happened cannot happen again.
The Electoral Commission says it will leave no stone unturned to ensure a credible runoff.
Absolutely, we have no choice. Our job is just that, to ensure that we organize and execute elections that will be free, fair, and transparent. And not only that, and that will be acceptable to the people of Liberia.
With just 2 candidates on the ballot, officials are expecting a quick result by the weekend if all goes well. Liberians are hoping the losing member will accept the result. The winner would replace Erling Johnson Sirleaf as president in what will be Liberia's first peaceful handover of power in 70 years.
And the main news again. NNPC Group Managing Director today continued monitoring fuel supply at filling stations in Abuja, where he shut down those found to be hoarding petrol and also dispensed the commodity to motorists on the queue for free. Also today, Nigerians savored the joy of Christmas with visits to the less privileged and fun spots across the country. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwumi.